Hello and welcome to another episode of MOPO, where we discuss matters of personal opinion. It's all MOPO. I'm at the Scientist here with @DaveRoach83, and we just finished watching Gotham Season 3, Episode 13.
Yeah.
And, I was pleased. It finally it still hasn't, but it's definitely moving in a direction where I feel like there's going to be a definitive answer as to who the Joker is, because I know Dave hates the back and forth.
Yeah,
hates the back and forth.
It's like shice in or get off the crapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want this kid to be the Joker, then let him be the Joker. You don't want him to be the Joker, just let him die then and let him stay dead. I understand why they do it or whatever, because it's an easy explanation. But I really don't like how they resurrect people.
The resurrecting is kind of giving a free ride to a lot of people's origin.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not familiar with any of the origins anyway, so they might have been so vague that this could very well have been.
Yeah, so all in all, I wouldn't be mad if the kid is the Joker or if he isn't the Joker, but we will say after this episode he's going to be back for a little while at least.
Yeah. Dave's not holding his breath. But we actually start off with, there's a couple storylines going on right in this episode, but we start off with Dwight and a band of...
I call them the Joker Gang.
I call them the Joker Gang too, but I don't know what they're perceived.
The acolytes, I guess.
Yeah, they're considered the cultists. I don't know, but they're going into the a facility of some sort. I actually didn't catch where exactly they were, but they were retrieving the body of Jerome in cryogenic stasis. And they're like, oh, he's got 3 hours till he falls out, on a good day.
He's in there, he's going to try to resurrect him, basically.
Oh, yeah. One of the guards end up being part of the Joker gang. The whole idea throughout the first half is we are everywhere. Like, there's some sort of fight club,
Isn't it like Negan?
We take out your trash, and we serve you your food, and then the whole Negan mentality where it's like we're all Negan,
we're all Jerome.
We're all Jerome. And so he tries to resurrect him, but what happens is he finds himself he doesn't come alive. Dwight it's not working. So the cops are coming, and they need something, and the dude man says it's like they want to see Jerome's face, and he's like, all right, well, we can do that.
And I'm all stupid because I'm going to actually cut the dude's face, and it makes it looks like I'm him or something. You should know by Ed Gein and Texas Chainsaw Massacre that when you cut off somebody's face and you put it on your face, you don't look like a twin of the other person. You look like you got somebody's face on your face.
Yeah, at best you can add a couple more strings to get more points of pressure, so your mouth actually moves when, but he wasn't even getting that. He was trying to pull it all tight and then do it. And it's like, well, now they know you're...
And I had a feeling this guy's being a little bit premature with this. Oh, he's not coming back.
Right,
he is real hasty about cutting off that face.
He was. He definitely was. But at the same time, it does that mean does this give him that out? In being that demented Joker where he's got he's wears his own face.
Yeah, maybe he'll.
He's kind of doing it in a much better way with the staples.
What happens is, Dude Man goes on and on. We're Jerome, and he starts perpetrating like he's the new leader. But Jerome actually comes back to life and is messing with Lee or whatever, kind of takes her hostage and is kind of interviewing her while all this mayhem is going on. Just trying to get, he got a good bit of his memories, up until the point, again, his throat slit. So I guess he's just trying to fill in from my throat getting slit till now what's going on.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, oh, I want to kill so-and-so. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who killed this guy? Oh, well, which time? Yeah, he was all upset that Galavan had come back to life. He's like, he's always upstaging me.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he sees Dwight on TV, he's pretty pissed off. He's like, this dude's got no charisma. And...
yeah, he's really acting a fool. And,
he was real stiff.
Fucking up, his Jerome Stees, for sure.
But, so he ends up capturing Dwight when they take him in. Like, Gordon and a SWAT team roll in, and they shoot up the place, and they
really do. They come in guns blazing.
They really do. Like, the fact that they took any hostages at all, or, it's weird, the cops took hostages. The fact that they took any prisoners at all is amazing.
Yeah.
Because they lit everybody up.
You think nobody was actually being held prisoner there?
But there were.
How many people got shot?
I have no idea. Like, they got some pretty good training in that academy.
Bullets.
You
know what I'm saying? But we don't get into that.
Yeah. But Jerome kidnaps Dwight, staples his face back on.
Takes his face back on. Not like, Jerome, like, you cut this pretty nice. I think you could probably sew this back on pretty nice, too. No, I'm just going to staple it myself.
Yeah, and Jerome was not happy about the whole face stealing.
But you know what? All in all, it didn't look too bad, though.
No, it didn't.
It should have looked a lot uglier.
And it's pulled kind of tight on the cheeks, so you have kind of the smile going on. You got kind of the scars going on. And that's how he got him.
So, 3 seasons worth of this now going on, like, 20th time now? Is this the Joker or not the Joker?
I think it is. I think you were right when you first said, oh, they're going to make this kid the Joker. Because he killed his parents and all that shit.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, from the circus?
Yeah, and his origin story is pretty wretched.
Yeah, it's really out there, but there's no definitive origin story for him.
I always liked the, he was just a mobster crossed with the Batman wrong way the one day, and he fell into the pit. And instead of letting him die, Batman saved him. He went insane and became Joker.
That's a good one, too. We're kind of... we might even get to that point because he could just be Jerome the Madman, Mr. Giggles right now until he ends up finally, years later, getting into a scuffle with Batman and then, getting all whacked out.
Even though he's, undead or whatever, I don't know. I don't know how his aging process is going to be from here on out. He still feels like he's too young to be, the Joker, though. Well,
that's what I mean. He could just be the Madman, Mr. Giggles right now. He's not the Joker. He's building his way up to that turning point.
But what happens is when he captures, Dwight, he winds up blowing up the damn power plant for half the city, or probably the whole city.
Yeah, it looked like the whole city, to be honest.
Yeah, he blows it up.
And Dwight was right there in the middle.
He's there, he walks by and says, because Dwight's all like, oh, you're not mad, I
cut your face off.
He's like, oh, no, we're alright. As he walks away, he's like, no, I don't forgive you for the face. So he lets him blow up. But
he's like, that's the main reason you're in this chair. Like, you could have walked away.
But that's kind of how they end the episode, is with James Gordon running on top of the police station trying to take a helicopter over there.
Yeah, as soon as he hits the roof, it just explodes.
And the whole city just goes black. After Jerome, gets on TV and is just like, yeah, everybody go crazy tonight. We're going to be reborn tomorrow anyway, or something along those lines. And
yeah, he was basically kill anybody you want tonight, do anything you want, and be reborn tomorrow. and then initiates an entire citywide blackout, like some Son of Sam shit. People went crazy.
I mean, and we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but that's actually how the episode ends.
Yeah. So that's start to finish. It followed the Jerome storyline for sure.
Yeah.
But the other two would be, we got Bruce Wayne and Selina's mom, and you called it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to...
Well, we're watching it, and I kind of thought this last episode, why Doobin didn't just beat the hell out of that lady and her kid right then and there and murder them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're doing that because it's a TV show. That's why they're not beating them on camera.
It's because the lady was in cahoots with the dude the whole time. That was her boyfriend, of course, and they're there to steal money from Bruce Wayne. And that's exactly what happens. He meets with these dudes, he's all like hunky-dory about, and they're all like, oh, matter of fact, howdy doody. Oh, you want this much money? I heard it was this much, but we're going to give you what you asked for anyway.
The back and forth, the bait and switch.
Like, he wasn't going to give him the money or whatever. But Selina's all mad, talking about why you giving him the money, because he's going to keep coming back and asking for more money. And more money. She's like, why you getting more money? Because, bitch, we know this is your mom coming to get more money or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's the only reason she's there.
The fact that you don't know this by now is pretty insulting. But what happens is they give the mom the money and get to the dude. They roll up in, she rolls up in the hotel, and he's all like, oh, we did it, babe. And, she's all, she feels a little bit bad. But she's all like, oh, let's get out of here. But before they do anything else, Selina busts in like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, bitch, like, and like, I got your boyfriend too, or whatever, pulled a knife out on him.
Yeah, she pulled the knife on him, and I was like, woo!
I can't believe, you just came here for the money, like, you were in it together, and she was just like the last one to know.
Yeah,
basically.
she basically just felt betrayed in that way.
And then she's gonna go back and try to blame Bruce or whatever, like, you knew! Yeah, because this little...
You knew everything!
This little motherfucker ain't stupid. Or whatever. Like, he knew exactly what it was. He's like, it was obvious.
Yeah, it's like a little obvious. It was...
Just because that's your mama don't mean she ain't a piece of junk.
But, I mean, you gotta feel for her, though, because it's not like she isn't grown mentally. You know what I mean?
Living on the street.
Yeah, she's living on the street. Yeah, exactly my point. So
she's 13.
She could have taken the information. Your mom's really just after the money.
Right.
But at the same time, she
were
wouldn't have
good or
accepted
whatever.
it.
Yeah, like she didn't want to hear that from
She would have known it was the truth, but she wouldn't have accepted it.
And he knew that too.
And that's essentially the whole Bruce Wayne story. And then we have the I want to say culminating, like it's coming to a head, right? This next storyline with Oswald and Enigma and the whole elaborate plan with Barbara and
you know what? All in all, I have a feeling that it's not going to end well for Barbara, and I can't think of the other girl's name right now.
Tabitha.
I don't think it's going to end well for them. I mean, it's probably not going to end well for any of them. But we know who the Penguin and the Riddler are.
Yeah.
We don't know who these chicks are.
True, because they're talking about like, because they get Oswald pretty in a tuss, right? Like they're playing him perfectly, all thanks to Edward, and they basically get him to start a war with everybody. And he's murdering heads of families, and they just can't get themselves, right with the whole
what with like the whole like fact that everybody's like against them or like.
Yeah, or like where they're hiding Edward.
Oh yeah.
Hostage.
Because before that, like she gets them all in a touch, talking about, like, nobody believes in them anymore, they're not going to follow them. But, so then they kill the one mobster after they make him, like it's not actually happening, but he's all like, oh, we don't follow you no more, and all that. And after that happens, he gets a call from Edward talking about, oh, where, I just got away, like, come rescue me, I'm at Kane Industries.
Yeah, or Kane Chemicals?
Kane Chemicals, that's right.
But yeah, and that's kind of where they end with that.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to somehow mix in with what Jerome was doing, but that ended up being the power plant.
Yeah.
So Kane Chemicals is kind of like, well, what's this leading up to? Because when I heard that, I immediately thought Joker, because I was thinking, is that the same chemical company that Batman and him had that scuffle in?
I guess so, maybe.
I mean,
I can't remember off the top of my head. But
yeah, we'd have to open up books, but probably not. It probably isn't. It's just, I know it's a chemical plant. But we have Tabitha and Barbara have agreed, back to how, Dave said, we know who the Penguin and the Riddler are. But we don't know who Barbara and Tabitha are. And they're talking about killing Edward.
Yeah.
Like, oh, once this is done and Oswald's out of the way,
what's
we're
going to
killing
happen
Edward.
is we're killing Oswald's competition, which they do right there in that room.
Their plan B, as they called it.
Nigma's going to kill Oswald. Then we're going to kill Nigma, and then we're going to be the Queen Pins or whatever up in the Gotham underworld. Is what I think their plan is.
It's definitely their plan, but I don't know. Like you said, I don't know how they're going to do it, because clearly Oswald's not dying. Clearly Edward's not
dying. Right.
Barbara, unless she suddenly becomes Gordon's daughter, we know she doesn't have any place in this.
She's going to be the martyr, and that's why he's going to name his daughter Barbara.
I'm telling you, it's
because she's another one. Is she dead? Is she alive? Who is this chick?
But she came back before the dead
she
rising
wasn't really
machine.
dead.
Yeah,
she was just in a coma.
Yeah, exactly.
But she should have been fucking dead.
She fell far, far away
out a big ass window.
Yeah, I mean, anybody else, they would have been dead.
Right.
But like you said, somehow she didn't. She had that personal airbag that exploded right before. But yeah, I mean, unless she ends up being pregnant somehow, and then, like you said, dies as a martyr, and then Gordon's like, I'll name you Barbara after your mother, but raise you right.
Right, raise you as my own.
Because, I mean, he doesn't have Lee anymore. I don't see that thing getting back together.
There's a scene.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, well, they're, like, investigating the whole, like, the White and, like, this whole, like, Joker gang or whatever thing. They're interrogating. There's a cop who actually tips off the White, and they find him. And they're interrogating him. They're beating him up. And Lee comes in with some, like, that shit that makes you speak the truth or whatever. And he's all like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. She don't touch me. Or whatever.
Yeah, more angrily.
Yeah.
She was like, don't ever touch me.
Don't ever fucking touch me again.
Yeah. She pulled a knife on him.
It had a little Dillinger in her side pocket.
But yeah, she was very adamant, like, don't come near me. Like,
don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, and he's like, you're
bitch,
better
I'm like
than that.
Fucking like detective or whatever, so I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do. But no, he didn't really say that. He said like scientists said, he's like, you gotta be better than that.
Yeah, which I mean, she wasn't taking that. She's like, I have a right to make my own mistakes.
No, it's like, you could crack that dude in the jaw, but I can't give him some truth juice.
Yeah,
come
on. Oh man. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of...
Yeah, that's kind of what went on this episode. I'll tell you what, if it ain't a Mad City, it sure is going to be next episode when all the power's out. Let the power go out in my house, I'm going to be upset.
Honestly, do you think they're going to start this off with the power, this next episode with the power going out? and then, them dealing with all the craziness that takes place overnight? Or do you think they're going to come back and it's going to be the
whatever?
aftermath?
I don't know. We'll see. I would hope they'd show maybe a little bit of both.
Because I think there'd be a lot to do if they actually showed it.
We ain't seen all the police work. That's for sure. With all these, my power went out. I need you to go on in, please.
Oh, let's go, Hank. We got to go over 52. Let's see if this old lady's power's back on. They wouldn't even do that. They'd be like, the whole city's out, lady. Stop calling.
So we're not going to see all that, but I mean,
are we going to see, maybe Gordon walking through the streets with his gun drawn, and then like just some people running by trying to murder each other? Like some purge shit.
Because that's what I was thinking too. As soon as the power went out, I'm like, they're trying to rip off the purge.
See, I thought the Son of Sam.
No.
I thought maybe like Jerome had a pet dog or something.
Davey,
don't you hate it when people's heads don't have big gaping holes in them made by ammunition?
Right.
What was that, dog? You can talk?
So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll wrap it up there. Let us know what you think. Is it a mad city? Is it not?
Do you think they're actually going to keep Jerome as the Joker?
Are we even right in calling him the Joker? Is he the Joker?
I don't think we can call him the Joker yet, but I think he's still defining himself.
He's becoming the Joker.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's Jerome. Yeah, Jerome year one.
And tune in next week, and we'll have another review for the next episode.